Hi, I'm Todd. I'm the owner of Dakota Angler here in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, with this week's 2-minute fishing report. Well, folks, it seems like Mother Nature is going through one of her mood swings, if you know what I mean. Getting back to more fallish, if not pre-winterish type of weather. The main story this week has been the wind, and that's made getting on the lakes and river quite tough, to say the least. But before the wind, before the change in the weather, a lot of folks were able to get out on the water and have quite a bit of success around the area. Up in the northeastern part of the state, the lakes that produce walleyes included North and South Rush, Bitter, Opitz, Swan, Waubay, Richmond and Mina, Goose, Big Stone, as well as Hazelton. Then down the southeastern part of the state, the lakes that have been producing walleyes continue to do so. Those lakes include Thompson, Dry Lake by Willow Lake, Ponset, which is starting to show a few more signs of life lately, and then also Sinai, Madison, 81 Ponds, Diamond, Island, Twin, which is a trophy lake, remember, and then also Vermilion. Now, what have guys been doing to catch the walleyes lately? A lot of guys are moving over to jigs. Jigs and minnows seem to be the trick in most areas, but also a lot of people are throwing swim baits right now. Some of those swim baits include the walleye assassins that you see behind me, as well as salmon plastics, and then also Kitech seem to be more and more popular. And other guys are pulling cranks yet, and then also a few are using bottom bouncers and crawlers. I think mainly looking for those few active fish around the area, covering more water, so to speak. As far as the perch bite is concerned, around the area that seems to be the most constant, and it seems like the most targeted fish right now. The lakes that produce perch include North and South Rush, Richmond, Mina, Hazelton, Big Stone, Thompson, Dry Lake by Willow Lake, Ponset, again a few there, and then also Sinai, Madison, Diamond, as well as Wall Lake. And then also the bluegills. A really nice batch of bluegills are being caught around the area lakes. And those lakes include Big Stone, Pickerel, Enemy Swim, Ponset, Madison, as well as Branch. Now, what have guys been doing to catch mainly the perch right now, but also some of the bluegills? A lot of jock chain lures that we've been talking about for the past couple of weeks, including the Pilkies, the D-chain Castmasters have been working well. Also, guys, again, as I mentioned, using the ice fishing tungsten jigs have worked really well underneath the bobber. But then also the shiny hiney. I hate to say it, a lot of people make fun of it, but you know, until you use it, don't make fun of it. But other than that, as far as the bait is concerned, a lot of waxworms and maggots, red and white, and then also small minnows and pieces of nightcrawler have worked. In this week's version of Todd's Tackle Tips, we're going to continue to talk about using ice fishing jigs during the summertime or the open water season. And the reason why is that there's a lot of new ice fishing jigs hitting the market this year, and a lot of people now are using them for the fall walleye bite as well as the fall perch bite. One of the first ones I'm going to focus attention on is the new Tikka minnow from Clam. Now, it appears very similar to many of the other lures on the market that many of you already use. But honestly, what makes this unique is not only the swimming motion, but also the bright, unique colors. Also, it comes with a red treble hook. So again, if you haven't seen the Tikka minnows before, make sure you stop by the store or check it out on the web at dakotaangler.com and make sure you get some, because who knows how long they're going to be around. The other one I'm going to focus in on is from Custom Jigs and Spins, the Tutso. The Tutso is basically a shrimple on a tungsten jig. A lot of people are using these right now for the fall perch bite because of the plastic tails and the action that jig provides. Again, check it out on the web at dakotaangler.com. The other thing is also check out the use of plastics that you use in the wintertime. Use them right now, because if they're not biting on live bait, try the plastics and you'll probably have a lot more success at that point in time. If you have more questions, give us a call at 605-336-9132. And now it's time to take a look at a few photos that you sent in to me this past week. And remember, folks, if you'd like your photo included in next week's version of the 2-Minute Fishing Report, please send it to me. Send it to Todd at dakotaangler.com or post it to our Facebook wall. And if I use your photo, your name will be entered into a monthly drawing for a $25 gift certificate. And folks, before we end this week's report, I want to remind you that, as I mentioned last week, that we continue to get more and more ice fishing inventory here delivered and then also checked in and put out on the floor. Make sure you stop on by to check the ever-changing displays and then also to find out what's new for the ice fishing season coming up. If you have any questions about that, feel free to give us a call at 605-336-9132 or check us out on the web at dakotaangler.com. Well, folks, that's this week's version of the 2-Minute Fishing Report. For Dakota Angler, I'm the owner of Todd Camp, and as we say around here, fish on! We'll see you next week, folks. And again, thanks for watching. Stay safe and stay healthy.